Gemini, here we go. It's 1:33 on the clock. It just changed to 34. That's interesting because my numerology year just changed from 33 to 34. This is for Gemini. We're going from September to October. Welcome back. So let's get going here. We have Fortune's Oracle and the Heart Oracle, and then we have Rider-Waite for the main read and for the clarifiers as well. For Gemini, I'm definitely getting anxiety today for Gemini. That nervous energy, you know, it is a mercurial thing. So let's see why that's coming up. Yesterday was a very calm energy day. There's some days earlier this week that were pretty tough, actually. And now we're getting some of that nervous energy coming back up today. It could be because it's Sunday and people aren't distracted by their work. So there could be some anxiety in the collective energy as well. So let's see what's going on. Oh, your flame went out. I guess that means I have to open a new one for you. I have one left. All right, that flame is about to go out. It hasn't gone out quite yet. Let's open a new candle for you, Gemini. And there's some significance. That's the old leaving. There you go. Look at all the smoke. Perfect. All right, now make an intention here for your new beginning here, Gemini. Maybe a little trouble getting started there, but you'll get there. Here we go. That smells nice. Take this one out. The old is gone as the new comes in for Gemini. And which one is that one? This one is Vanilla Tropical, or Tropics. Vanilla Tropics. Smells nice. I like that one. I think that was my favorite, which is why I saved it for the last. All right, Gemini. So what is the general energy? What's the main theme for you? Now going into October. Gemini obviously has new beginnings here. Gemini. Oh, 3 cards fell on the floor. Actually 4. Okay, we got these 2, and this one, and then this one. And they're all upright. I don't do these reversed. This is the underlying energy, the key, which is 15, which is the devil or Capricorn, the shadow or skeleton key. Skeleton key fits all keys. It unlocks all the codes. And that can reference your abilities as well, Gemini, since you are that kind of genius mercurial energy. So here we have the first cards out for you are that unity. We just talked about 34 as your video started at 33 to 34, which is the 7 and 8 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is that standing up for yourself, taking the high ground without getting defensive. And then we have the energetic exchange, the arrows of love coming in through the heart, the hand fasting, so to speak, or folding in upon oneself or each other. The time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. And we have these new twin flames for you. We have the 22 of the mountain, and I've been getting a message around this particular card, this resonance of the 5D stationing above Mount Shasta, where we've cleared the chakra layers going up, and now the finger of God had been going down and now is going into Mount Shasta, into the core of the earth. So take that however you'd like to. We have the Fool here with the 22, the open heart, and a leap of faith. And remember, the Fool is always seen on the mountain, right, with a snake at their heels. So there may be some caution needed here. And then we have, and there's the snake. I didn't realize that. All right, so that's the first 2. And then the goals. Here's the goals with the 13, which is transition, in transition. And then the 28 of the choice of path, or the twin flame energy. And again, there's that snake at the Fool's heels, so beware. as you transition towards your goals, and that can be the goal as well, moving towards the Olympics next summer. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. And we also have, let's see here. So there's Aries and Scorpio here, energies as well. Okay. So I swear I moved that back already so that these cards wouldn't fall down, but it seems to, my heart candle behind that always wants to push forward again for whatever reason that is. So let's see what this heart, speaking of heart candles, let's see what this heart deck has to say for you, Gemini. So before your reads, I always pre-shuffle all the decks and set my intentions as well. I usually use my ringing bowls, my singing bowls, to clear the energy as well. Gemini. Gemini, September to October 2023. Gemini, as these guys are coming up for you. And I'm sorry for the other signs. I haven't been showing you the pictures on the back, because I always forget this is two-sided. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends time and space. Nothing is missing. Actually, there's 3 cards here. And there's this energy here. Right, that you're always as one. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. And embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. That's really beautiful. I didn't show you the backs again, see? All right, so there's the middle card, that tree of life energy with all the different symbols there. Manifesting miracles and embrace. All right, so there's a lot of love right there. And there's childlike energy here too. The bottom of the deck is beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So again, always thank the person who triggers you for showing you what's in your subconscious that needs to be brought up to be released and to be able to see yourself more clearly. Okay? So the skeleton key coming up for you. My beloved, manifesting miracles. Embrace. Number again. It's 22. The Fool. The goals and the snake. So unity of the mountain, and the reference of the mountain in Muhammad is coming up. The goals to the gold, and the gold coin represents Christ or unity consciousness. And again, that mountain keeps reaching for that 5D energy. So part of that is a message I'd gotten about the horizontal pillar and the eagle soaring as the horizontal pillar, as the phoenix rises as a vertical pillar. But the horizontal pillar is slowly creeping up, like a plane taking off like this. So each time the mountain reaches closer to that 5D station, the eagle sets that standard just a little bit higher and keeps rising ever so gradually so that the mountain keeps reaching and doesn't give up. And again, of course, the snakes can represent the Kundalini, the twin snakes of the two, going back and forth, which creates the DNA strand, the dance between the masculine and feminine, the journey to enlightenment for Gemini, September to October 2023. Gemini. September to October 2023, Gemini. right, Gemini, first card for you is the World. Coming full circle, being completely authentic, marching to the beat of your own drum. Okay, whole and complete. That's Pisces energy also for me. So that's beautiful. The challenge here is the High Priestess. Perhaps the challenge is keeping secrets. Perhaps it's your psychic abilities. Perhaps your challenge, Gemini, is being quiet. Very interesting there. This also can represent sisters. For me, they're usually both Pisces. This can also be a divine feminine energy, and this as well, but this also could be Virgo, and sometimes for me it'll be Aquarius as well. And this is, you see these are kind of the opposite ends of the spectrum, right? This is all out there, not hiding anything, and then this is staying quiet and being demure, or just pure in energy and trying to balance the both of them perhaps. All right, but they're both upright, really powerful feminine energy there. The foundation for you is the Four of Cups, which can be boredom and apathy, but it's really about the time you need to be still to ground and integrate how to receive love, right? To get out of your mind and back into your heart. There can be some disillusionment right there. In the recent past here is the Emperor upright. Wow, Gemini, this is powerful. And you always have tough reads, so this is an amazing read for you. We have the Emperor's in control. He is upright, so we hope his intentions are good here. He's kind of still, keeping his eye on the past there, as this energy that are sitting next to each other, the control factor or the controlling masculine energy. And then here is, with the World in his hand. Maybe she's kind of looking over him and he's looking that way too. So she's concerned about what he's if he's going to see. You're challenged by this card here. So you may be concerned about what he's going to think of this part of you. So you need to let that go, right? Because this is that wild and free card, which of course, most guys like that part of you. But you may be concerned that they may not like this part of you, or you may have a hard time staying in this side of you because maybe you're just that much more this personality than this personality. But let's see how that unfolds, okay? The crowning energy here is the Lover's reversed, and this is your card. So in the present moment, you may be without affection. You may have gone through a breakup, and I don't feel like you're just breaking up because there's really powerful energy here, very positive. So, and if there is been a divorce, this could be like everything's all cleared for you to head into your new beginning, which the candles told us when we started. What's coming up for you is the Ace of Cups, an offer of love. This could be a proposal, right? This could be loving yourself, receiving kindness. A big love coming in here, right? Gift from God is coming up. I don't usually get that, but that's what I was getting for you. You see yourself as the Tower reversed, which could be drama or after a sudden event. Perhaps you have Scorpio in your chart. So we have Gemini reversed and Scorpio reversed. Not my favorite combination, That could be really sharp. Gemini can be very sharp with their words, and Scorpio can be very sharp with their temper and with their words. But we have a lot of Pisces kind of Virgo access really strong for you, and Aries. But Gemini is Scorpio reversed. But here's this love coming in, and this just can represent the drama that's in your energy. And again, resisting, like I said, there's anxiety energy that feels like it's coming up, and that could represent that. What's around you or how others might see you is that Six of Wands, the leader, with victory, with followers, leading the way. Are you resisting this? Other people have no problem seeing this in you. You may have problems in seeing that leadership ability in yourself. You could be resisting changes, or perhaps resisting no change, right? Or being stuck in some situation. The block here for you is the Seven of Swords, which is basically a card of risk. It is called the liar, cheater, thief card. Could be the runner as well, the runaway. So why is that a block for you here? Right? So if you're in this position, you're also a target of liars, cheaters, and thieves because you're out in the public eye. Your block is this. Your challenge is the High Priestess, which is keeping quiet or using your psychic abilities or keeping other people's secrets. And yet here's someone who doesn't keep secrets. You may be challenged because you're supposed to keep secrets of someone who's not doing the right thing. And what's coming up at the end here is the Queen of Swords upright, which also could be your energy. It could be another air sign. This could be Virgo as well. So it could be Aries, Gemini. It could be another Gemini as well as Libra, but also Virgo here. And she is speaking her truth to the world. This can also represent you aren't Gemini Sun, but you have Gemini in your chart, or a lot of Gemini in your chart, and Scorpio in your chart. Or you're dealing with someone with Gemini or Scorpio in their charts. Perhaps a Pisces or two Pisces or a Virgo. We got Aries here too. So she's speaking her truth here. And what is she talking about? The connection to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of your read is this this connection in the 5D. This is rest and break and taking a nap or sleeping, praying, meditating. But it's also for me the 5D card between twin flames here. The connection is in that peaceful place, that 5D place. Right? Not in the mind, but in the heart. And what's hanging in limbo at the end of your read is the Two of Cups reversed. And that can be a breakup that you just finished with, right? We have this also is the two lining up, the Lovers and the Two of Cups lining up reversed because they're about to flip over. This also could be disconnect or distance. Right? Connecting from a distance. Or talking about this disconnect or a breakup or not seeing eye to eye with someone here. And we'll get to the other cards that come after that in a second. Let's go through the read first and see what plays out here. Very interesting. Sometimes these stories go on forever. The underlying energy is the Five of Pentacles reversed. And this is about coming back from being left out in the cold, destitute. You know, this could be illness, injury. This could be, you know, this is known as the Lover's card out in the cold. You know, as long as we have each other, can be that as well. But they could be in exile from a family, from a group, right? But no longer feeling that, recovering from that, or being let back in. We got the King of Swords here. We got the Page of Wands. We have the Hermit reversed with the Queen of Pentacles upright. So she might have Virgo in her chart, but not necessarily be Virgo. All right, we have this offer of love here from the Knight of Cups. After a lot of hard work or aligning and getting their ducks in a row, and we got the Knight of Pentacles here too. So we're going to start there. And again, this may not be quite over yet, this ending, whatever it is. This can be a little bit of clinginess or a near-death experience, exhaustion. But here's that Knight of Pentacles moving on, perhaps offering help, the humble, loyal servant, right? Just trucking along, doing their thing, one right after the other, getting it done, right? So that the Knight of Cups then comes in as the lover, as opposed to the more practical, slow energy, the proposal of love or kindness, perhaps coming into the Queen of Pentacles, perhaps with Virgo in her chart, or maybe she's dealing with a parent with Alzheimer's, or did in the past. This could be someone coming out of isolation, right? Or, you know, hopefully that's not a doctor you're dealing with because it's not someone you should trust. But this also could be someone who's between the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Okay. perhaps losing their mind, and that can represent the state of the twins, right? Feeling like they're going crazy, connecting in another realm, not in the mind, but in the heart, in the twin flame energy. That could be coming up as well. Maybe these sort of sharing responsibilities of taking care of this person as well. And then we have the King of Swords involved there too. And again, people recovering from whatever difficulty they've been dealing with, right? Destitution of emotion, of spirituality, of physical destitution, homelessness, or just feeling like not having a home, or feeling like they have no home. So let's see how this plays out here. Okay. So there's a lot of positive people or energy here in your underlying energies. And again, you have Scorpio reversed twice here, so you might have that in your chart or someone close to you. So again, here we have the two Knights and the Queen upright, and the Page of Wands and the King of Swords upright. You know, this could be a family. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords and their kids here. Maybe there's 3 kids. Or maybe these are just actions you've been taking in the past regarding trying to get organized or get your ducks in a row. But again, recovery is here from whatever difficulties you've been going through. So Virgo reversed, Pisces or Virgo, perhaps Aquarius. We have Aries upright, and then Gemini reversed, Scorpio reversed. And as far as the court cards, we really just have the Queen of Swords in your read, in the main part of your read, but we do have the King over here, which can represent this partner that you need to recover with. So you may be good with someone you broke up with, and now you need to go towards someone else that perhaps has been waiting, or the other way around, where you're good with your new person, but there's still some issues with the old relationship that need to be tied up. But it feels very positive overall. All right, Gemini, why is that 5 of Pentacles reversed in the underlying energy for Gemini, September to October 2023? Okay, with the Moon. So let's see where we are. Today's the 24th, and we have, I'm not sure what date the full moon is. It's the end of the month, so I don't know if it's the 29th, 30th, around there. But this is representing something that happened already. So this could be some romance here for sure. You know, perhaps howling at the moon at night. You know, someone's homeless. That could literally be that energy here. But it's also Cancer energy. Right? Illumination, but you can't see clearly because it's only partial illumination of the moon. And here's the Page of Swords, which is reversed, which is a very immature energy, right? So already the immature communication card. But here it's, you know, it's at its worst. It's, you know, it can be spying and lying, a child mouthing off, you know, giving you a lot of problems at night perhaps. Or just not talking to you. All right, this could be bad, false advertising I'm getting too. But you don't have you don't have all the facts because it's the moon. This is bringing up subconscious energies, right? This could be, this could also be a child with, you know, some special needs, or, you know, ADHD, autism, any of those kind of things could be coming up with this card as well. But recovering, especially at night, there's definitely this energy of the nighttime, able to recover at night. Being cut off, right? So we have all these swords energy. We have the King of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords here, and then this could be communication between you, which is not nice. But you're both upright, so I don't feel like it's down and dirty. But this also could be a child between you, or just negative other messages from other people coming in at night that may be negative or you deem as negative. And we have the Page of Pentacles here too. So again, you could just be dealing with two kids. These could be two homeless children. Maybe you're adopting children or adopting pets. Or maybe you're trying to train your children or pets to do something and you're still working on it at night. And then we have the Knight of Swords here too. 2 to 3 kids, but this one would be older, but they're all in a negative energy here. But again, they could be homeless or from bad homes. And again, it could be pets. And again, wanting to share, wanting to help them out. And it may be this King of Cups is reversed over here though. Feeling like they don't have any options but to take them in or help them, give them money. This could be giving money to people on the street as well. There's always arguments between couples, right? One is perfectly willing to do that, and then the other partner may say, why are you doing that? So there could be that kind of thing too. The Emperor here is coming up as the 3 of Wands reversed and the 9 of Swords upright. So in the past, there was a lot of suffering or sleepless nights here for the Emperor. And he's still looking back at the past. He's still looking in that direction, like I told you. But then offering the truth or a feeling of triumphing over that. To others who aren't heeding the call, who aren't, who may have chickened out or need to swallow their pride, tempted by the devil here and needing to hear the truth. Somebody could have had their crown handed to them on a silver platter, so to speak, and all having to do with this Emperor here. And is it the Queen's sword to the Emperor that he needs to swallow his pride? This also could be a truth given that he's supposed to announce, but has been holding it back. And we have Capricorn there too. So Aries and Capricorn and Aquarius reversed. The foundation here is that 4 of Cups. It's coming up as the 2 of Cups and the Page of Cups. Really pure, beautiful energy here. This is that, again, this could be this connection right here that's recovering. 2 Cups energy, where perhaps before somebody was ignoring the other, right? Which is again, a twin flame thing. But that could be that. And the energies over here recovering, but they're still not in a fully positive place. Unless, of course, that is all of these people here, but this looks like a family right there. And there could be 2 to 3 kids. So these could actually be the same kids, if there's 3 kids. And again, can represent, a lack of communication or needing help. Somebody holding their tongue or lashing out there. And then here's all this sweet energy of this Page of Cups. Remember, the King of Cups came out regarding this energy as well. So it feels like the King of Cups and the Page of Cups are partnering up to help. Or again, somebody's been partnering up with the Page of Cups, which could be a message of love or offer of love, puppy love. And again, it could be animals you're dealing with. But it feels like this person, whoever it is, whether it's a child or adult, who's in their inner child heart, they were ignoring this offer for partnership before, but now they're not. The central energy is the world, complete. Pisces energy, the divine feminine. And there's victory here. Again, right here, this energy that might be hard for you to take. Being victorious, being the leader, having people follow you, your example. Victory, perhaps over the broken heart, separation, or being able to weather the storm when there's injustice. And so we have Libra reversed here. And then the Tower upright. Right, when there's injustice around sudden events or drama here. And again, this could be somebody blowing their stack, blowing their crown, blowing their mind, the injustice of it, and being able to stay calm in the face of weathering the storm here. Challenged by the High Priestess about staying quiet when needed. Standing up for oneself. So this is the High Priestess. It's taking the high ground by not reacting, by standing up for themselves, but also keeping to themselves when there is a lot of slings and arrows being thrown their way. And you see how this is being aligned with this here. So instead of reacting to it, you're actually catching this. You're catching what they're throwing to ground and integrate it. Right? Perhaps listening to their grievances, hearing what they have to say, but not getting triggered by it, not getting defensive, taking the high ground here, which may not be always easy for you, as it's coming up here as a challenge for you. And there's the Queen of Wands reversed. Because she might be really nasty. This could be someone coming up to you and cursing at you and wanting to fight you, and being able to remain calm in that situation. When she is not happy, and she won't be happy until she gets justice, okay? Someone who's unreasonable. The Lover's reversed. So there could have been a settlement here, or perhaps sharing with an ex. And here's that King of Cups again, reversed, without a choice but to share with their ex, or share with a lack of affection being returned, or with somebody with Gemini in their chart. And then here's the Knight of Wands reversed, which is that player energy, or someone falling short. This could be someone having trouble with their kids, right? Perhaps they have to suffer for what the kids are doing, or what a partner is doing and the kids, because he ends up paying the price, whether that's financially or in their time and energy. Like if they screw up and do stuff they shouldn't be doing, he ends up having to pay for it. So we have the Knight of Wands. That could be a kid, who likes to go out and do drugs or party, have sex, get attention, but it's a player energy. Or someone who's paralyzed by their passions and can't function. There's bad memories here. That could be a bad childhood. Saggy energy and Gemini energy, both reversed. And trying to get past that childhood, perhaps. Perhaps the King of Cups was abusive, without affection, and now he's paying for that. And this Six of Cups is receiving that love, which can reference the Six of Cups basically as being the same as the Five of Pentacles reversed. They're both reversed. But there's this love coming in again right here, is coming up here. And it's coming from the Emperor. All right, so he's looking like he's not sure what he's doing is the right thing to do, but he wants to end the conflict and the war by this offer of love, perhaps to children or a soulmate he didn't treat properly in the past. All right, so it could be a father, grandfather, boss. This end of the war or virus energy can also represent, PTSD and looting and all that stuff, and wanting to get past all that drama and get right to the love. an extension of love. So if the Emperor wasn't always a great guy in the past, he's coming up as kind of redeeming himself, because he is up right there, he's up right here, and he's still unsure of the past, but wanting to make amends here and end the war within. But he's still retaining control. And now he's landing on this energy of maybe he's been meditating. So we have this Ace of Cups coming in. What does that mean for you, Gemini? And this is that Seven of Pentacles in the Syrian Starseed deck. This is my Divine Feminine card of the Divine Feminine in the E-Tower, you know, like Rapunzel in the tower. And there's love coming in for her. So here's that assessing of your worth, daydreaming about what to do with your time, money, and energy. Perhaps you've been saving and you're up to 7 and deciding if that's enough for what you need. Or is that person enough for what you need? And here we have the Knight of Cups reversed. Someone feeling a lack of self-worth here, right? Because they should be upright. They should be feeling good. This also could be feeling rejected. So someone who rejected you or them in the past, maybe you rejected them in the past or vice versa. But assessing your worth, feeling rejected, and perhaps this person who rejected you, perhaps this Emperor, is now offering love. And do you see that it's worth it at this point? After all this pain right here. And he may be coming from a wealthy place, whether this is family, business, or community, or generational wealth here. So whoever this is offering the love may have stepped away from their generational wealth and to see if they could make it on their own without their influence or having to be controlled by them. So they may have rejected them, or the family may have rejected them. But either which way, that's the energy that's coming in with the love, which is coming from the Emperor up there. But he had to end a lot of conflicts before he was able to offer that love. And then this Ten of Pentacles is also associated with the ex, right? So this could be someone who's dissociating themselves with an ex who also controlled their financial status, because either they relied on their wealth or they had a business together or something like that. Okay. But that could be a breakup and a rejection of this way of life. Now, don't get me wrong, because the Ten of Pentacles can represent heaven on earth as well, but not with the Lovers reversed and the Knight of Cups reversed on either side of it. Right? There's some issues in there. So why is the Tower reversed for you, Gemini? There's the High Priestess reverse. And this could be you out of your integrity, right? Again, you're challenged to keep your mouth closed or keep secrets because you're a talker. And that could be the drama that's come up here. This also could be secret passion. And perhaps you drop the ball or trying to drop the facade, so letting the secrets out that perhaps you need to keep to yourself. Dropping the act, dropping the daily grind, breaking patterns here. But it feels like constant drama with that card there and holding back coin, right? Trying to save or withholding, playing hardball here, right? We go from the Two of Pentacles to the One. So perhaps you dropped one. You didn't have a lot to begin with, and at least you were balanced when you were upright here. But this is losing your balance and trying to magnetize that coin. And there's that Five of Pentacles reversed in order to recover. So again, not keeping to yourself, wanting to break patterns here and not juggle anymore, not do the daily grind blindly, dancing for the people to distract them from what they need to focus on or need to let go of. And saving to recover, or now playing hardball to recover or help others recover here. Perhaps putting your money where your mouth is. That could be coming up. That just came up. So these guys are coming up after this as well. So in recovering or trying to save your money up again, right? Getting down to 2 and perhaps getting back to 5 again, which is still not a lot, but you're okay. At least you're stable. And then here we have a lack of patience here in wanting to drop all your responsibilities, right? Trying to retire or trying to get out of a place where, you know, you have to work so hard, not wanting to do that anymore. Impatient to dump a load or take a load off. And then there's the Queen of Cups reversed, who may need courage or strength here to tame her inner beast. And is that you? Maybe she needs to tame her inner beast or her loss of patience, her temper, with the Page of Wands reversed. Okay, so it could be a difficult child. And we do have those energies here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Wands upright. So whereas before you were having a tough time with this child, perhaps the Queen of Pentacles, who also has a lot of water in your chart, perhaps that's you. You could be an earthy Gemini with a lot of water in your chart and dealing with a child. But it seems to be a lot like, even though this could be the father and the child getting back on the same page, recovering from a falling out. And around you, how you're seen as the, you know, the successful person, the one who brings in the news at the end of the war, who gets the glory. And the Magician reversed. This is your insecurities, your manipulation, your lack of tools, whether it's physical tools or emotional, spiritual, whatever tools, to do what you need to do, to get clean, to clean up your act, to clean up the space. Or is this someone being really manipulative and really sneaky? And there's the King of Pentacles, who could be all about the money or the stability. Or maybe they've lost time, money, and energy here, right? And they're feeling insecure. Perhaps they have to come clean about it to someone, you know, or a spouse, that kind of person. But now you've turned it around, or somebody else has turned it around. This could be an earthy Gemini, which is what's coming up over here too with water. Let's see what else was coming up. So yeah, so the King of Pentacles fell. He could have fallen from grace, but got back up on his horse and moved on. And now look at them. He may have had to face someone that he hurt. You know, this could be someone going through a 12-step program too. The block here is the Seven of Swords. And the Wounded Warrior, surrender. So the block for you is taking risks or dealing with someone who lies or cheats or steals or did in the past and keeping quiet about it. But this could be someone who turned themselves in, or maybe you feel like you're going to have to turn yourself in, and that's why it's a block. If you speak, you might end up be seen as the one who's lying, cheating, and stealing and needing to go to jail. But anyway, the surrender here, or maybe you did do something that if you talk, then what you did will come out. So it's kind of like a catch-22 is what I'm getting. The Queen of Pentacles reversed will be seen as the King of Pentacles over here. And again, this could be in a marital relationship, right? You will know each other's secrets. So if you get divorced, there may be issues within that divorce of stuff coming out that may be immoral or illegal, you know, whether it's one or the other or both of you. Yeah, so here's the marriage, and there's the issues at work. So, the Queen of Swords. It took me right up to the snake. So there's something about that. She's upright there, but maybe she wasn't always in her integrity. And that doesn't have to be you, it could be somebody else. We have the Ace of Wands, which is a new passion, someone offering growth or creativity to you, right? This could be a new passion coming in. Perhaps your kids inspiring you, a Leo, or exposing all is inspiring you. And that could be exhausting though as well. This could also be exposing a near-death experience or exposing the need for closure here is inspiring you to speak about it. Or you may be inspired to speak about a death or a near-death experience or dark night of the soul and let go. Perhaps wanting to fix things or fix up your place or make amends with somebody here, even though you don't have a lot of money to spend or time or energy to spend. This is again like that 12-step program. You might need to make amends with people. It may be a part of the steps that you have to take or somebody else has to take with you in order to rise above or get sleep, right? Because you're not sleeping here. This could be an awakening and coming out about it and having the Hermit shed light on it. That could be a Virgo, that could be a grandparent, it could be a professional, but anyone who's helping to understand or shed light on the situation. And we have Scorpio reverse, which you're coming up with over here, and then Virgo upright. And Cancer. So it could be somebody with Virgo and Cancer in their chart, or it could just be the Hermit energy making a bold move here, perhaps to travel or ascend or move or allow the fall. This could be a hit and run. Or this could be shedding light on an accident and what happened. So you could be literally talking about or in mediation over an accident and what actually happened, right? There may be two sides of the story and trying to get on the same page. Trying to get on the same page here. Right? And I got hit by a car. It can represent that energy as well. This could be somebody who hit me or who hit somebody, right? Because I'm just giving you an example. This could be someone who, the reason they hit someone or had a car accident, or destroyed property, maybe they hit her fence and broke her fence, was because of, an addiction or something like that. And now they're coming clean for all this kind of thing. This can also be someone lacking faith or willing to make a fool of themselves in front of the Empress. To drive over and make a fool of themselves or humble themselves. But the fool really shouldn't be reversed. I mean, it can be a fool in love type of energy, but that's not the message right here, right? Because it ultimately comes up as a disconnect there or a distance. Like this could be taking a break from a lover or ex, and because you're not seeing eye to eye, or from a partner. What is the Four of Swords? All right, this Four of Swords is a slowdown, right? Taking a break. I kept getting the yellow light in my message this morning on Instagram, so check that out. So this also could be, it's Libra reversed for me. So in the slowdown or on break, or taking that break, and the Queen of Swords is talking about it, about breaking up a partnership or a marriage because they're not seeing eye to eye. Irreconcilable differences could be coming up. And while it's slow, perhaps trying to get things done in order to become single or to become empowered again. To become a star, to be healed. And perhaps get organized, get your ducks in a row. Have your dreams come true. Hone your skills. And learn how to not be bored, but ground and integrate when love or kindness is being offered to you and not ignore it, or not be so much in your head that you don't see it and that's right in front of you. So this is a lesson learned from this relationship, whether it's you, your perspective, or the other person's perspective. The lessons that you learned from one relationship, taking it into the next. And then we have the Queen of Swords reversed and the unstable home. Feeling like you were imprisoned or they were imprisoned. Anxiety, as I reported, came up as soon as I started your read. It actually started up like an hour before your read. And then the Temperance card, losing patience, losing your temper. That could have been the way you were and are not anymore, or somebody who was around you. All right, who's like that. So what was coming up after that? Is moving to a more peaceful place after this disconnect or irreconcilable differences, and finding freedom, right? Becoming that fool with the sun at your back, or the sun having your back. Maybe you made amends with your son, okay? And now you're best friends. Perhaps you're going to go out on a hike together. And then here's the King of Pentacles, who's all upright now. He was reversed here. But like I said, he moved on and he made something of himself, unless that's a feminine energy mastering their ability to produce. And we have Aries here and Earth. And then there's that Ten of Pentacles reversed. I keep seeing smoke even though there's no real smoke going on. I mean, we had the candles lit, but I'm seeing this smoky atmosphere. I don't know if somebody smokes around you, or are you saying he's smoking hot? But this is someone who may be free from this dysfunctional family or business or community, or is this somebody, I don't know where she was, if she was upright or reversed, but he may be, she was face down, and we're talking about the King of Pentacles. She was face down. She didn't want to face him, or he's dead to me. I was just getting that too. But he may either be freeing himself from this dysfunctional situation or family, business, community, or he's making a big purchase here. And this could be someone who's been trying to end a nightmare for a long, long time. Or their finances have been drained, or their energy's been drained for a long, long time. Looking back at the past, or going back to the past, living in the past, and the injustices that were experienced by him. And then here's the Six of Cups. It goes against everything that he's experienced in his life. The innocence of pure love between two pure innocent souls. And then here's the King of Cups, upright. Beautiful energy, right? So this definitely could be making amends between a father and a child or children, or reconciling with his own childhood of the injustice of the past. And then here's the Knight of Wands coming in, rushing in to save the day with the Page of Cups, who's right here in this loving partnership here. So the Five of Pentacles reversed, which was coming up as the Six of Cups reversed, and the clarifiers is now coming up as them upright, right? Whether it's the father and child, or father and two children making amends, or perhaps a partner and child. But this also could be a child rushing in to save him. It also could be an offer of love from this person, where he has a child or two children over here, and now they're all repaired. And then all of a sudden that pulls in this offer of love. So the King of Pentacles for Gemini. He's laying it all his burdens down. Okay. Perhaps he confessed to the Page of Wands reversed. Or perhaps he laid down all the burdens of his childhood. There was new information that came across, which perhaps knocked him off balance. But then that's what brought them together. Perhaps to fight, or perhaps to play games, but it didn't really matter how they got together, because that's what ultimately fixed the situation here between the King of Swords and the World reversed, which is your center card right here. Or perhaps that's your energy. Perhaps you divine feminine energy, or in the 5D world. But the King of Swords, you know, he's someone of the mind. He's an intellectual. And when he's reversed, perhaps he's learning how to get out of his head. Because usually this is a, you know, it's not a good card. It's negativity. And he could be confused or in self-doubt, or he could be abusive and lying. Maybe his world is turned upside down. But he's upright right here. Queen of Swords is upright right there. That Ten of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Swords here has to do with the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups reversed. These also could be the King of Pentacles, siblings, or perhaps he was dealing with these two at work or in the family. And now all coming together to perhaps fight it out, duke it out with the King of Swords, which could be this Libra energy right here. His world may be upside down, or trying to see another world, another way, or to find completion here of an ending of an emotional cycle, or make the family happy, right? The never-ending cycle of trying to make the family happy when they're never pleased, that sham-fam type of thing. And then here's dumping all their emotional attachments, right, to that happy family perspective. You know, perhaps getting rid of all of those emotional attachments that perhaps weren't even real in the first place. But this is uncomfortable, you know. Someone doesn't like dealing with their emotions. Gemini is a mind person, not an emotional person, unless you have a lot of water in your chart. Perhaps you have water in your chart. So maybe it's a little easier for you to deal with your emotions, or this is you. This could be the other person as well. So not walking away. But then if you don't walk away, you have to deal with uncomfortable emotions. Perhaps hanging out, feeling hung out to dry, and just allowing yourself to be still and not talk and see new perspectives in order to find peace. Perhaps away from those who, or yourself, that part of you who cannot tame your inner beast, right? Going away from someone whose ego is out of control. All right, so we're going to pull from the Mythic Oracle here. That flame that went out in the beginning, that could be this Queen of Pentacles in the underlying energy, because that could be the relationship you ended. Because she's no longer talking to the King of Pentacles over here. I don't know if you are the Swords couple, if you're the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. This could be family around you that's going through that as well. And trying to figure out your path. You may have had to deal with a snake or two, or maybe deal with your own demons. So for Gemini, September to October, Gemini. September to October, for Gemini 2023. There we go. Hades is coming up. 17 is Aquarius as well. So it's interesting, right? Because normally that's the star card, but that's not usually the feeling you get from Hades, the underworld. And he's cloaked. He's coming up with Uranus here. All right, so Hades and Poseidon and Zeus were the children of Cronus, whose father was Uranus. So these are his grandchildren. And this could be, right, someone has been cut out of their life. Right? You're dead to me. And then here is death, literally, with this one with 37, but that's the King of Cups. So this is someone saying you're dead to me and actually then coming back from the dead. Very interesting. So we have Aquarius, we have the 1, which is Gemini, that's the Magician. And then we have 37, which is the King of Cups, which came up at the end upright with the kids. Right, so maybe even this could be also him making amends with an Aquarius and a Scorpio child. And this could be, again, Gemini, okay, as the grandfather. And that could be that Emperor energy. We also have Odysseus coming up the journey, which is number 40, which is that Page of Cups right here. Perfect. They came out together, King of Cups and Page of Cups. So Scorpio and Pisces type energies. And again, the grandfather here, right? So this could be the father and child, and this is the grandfather here, who may have said you're dead to me or cut you off when maybe you're still cut off from them. But that now because of that, making amends with your child, or all three of you have made amends here. The generational men here specifically. And then the bottom of the deck here is the 16 of Hera, Zeus's wife, kicking back like she's in control of everything. That Scorpio energy, which is coming up in your energy here. And it's all about duty, but yours is reversed. No longer doing it for duty, but out of love. The 26 is that Page of Wands, and Hermes, the messenger, which is, again, your energy, mercurial, right? Here's that Page of Wands dealing with a Scorpio energy. That was at you and your child. So again, there's father and child energy as well as mother and child energy coming up here and making amends. You know, a Scorpio woman perhaps with a fire sign child, or a verbal child, someone who likes to speak or is intellectual. And again, the grandparents are definitely involved. So definitely, you know, the Emperor was very significant in your read, so there's definitely could be a grandfather there. And then dealing with the grandfather and then his sons or his daughters and their relationships, and then the grandchildren. So I'm going to read to you what it says for Hades, because that's what came up first for you. 17. And Hera's right before that one. So Hades says, is the son of Rhea and Cronus. He rules the underworld, the land of the dead. In Greek mythology, the underworld is a vast, complex, and well-guarded landscape. Poets describe it as having many different areas that make up its totality, including Tartarus, the equivalent to hell, the Elysian fields, reserved for virtuous and heroic souls, similar to heaven, and the Asphodel meadows, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, where the indifferent and ordinary souls dwell. Asphodel. Countless versions of the hero's journey unfold in the underworld. In many myths, the hero takes a trip through the underworld to perform a rescue, take a sacred item, reunite with loved ones, uncover treasures, or resurrect the dead. Shadows live in the underworld. All things hidden or lost hide in this realm. One of the most powerful and usually hidden feelings all humans harbor is fear, and this subconscious fear often rules our lives. By journeying into the underworld, we can uncover the subconscious drives that rule our lives and bring them into the light so that we can transform them. The treasures we can gain through this process are innumerable, but one of the greatest is self-empowerment. This is a time for you to be honest with yourself. What is motivating you at this time? Are you living the true essence of your being, or are you tricking yourself out of a full life? Sometimes dispelling your illusions and facing your real motivations is horrifying, but by doing so, you reclaim your true power and freedom. The appearance of this card in your spread indicates that you may have been lying to yourself about something, and it's now time to face yourself honestly. Change is necessary at this time, and going through the underworld will liberate you from your self-imposed chains. Okay, so it's like going through that dark night to get to the other side. So, but then, even if you've been through the dark night already, there may be something left still that you need to face that you were having a hard time facing about yourself. Because perhaps you see it as something really bad that you don't like. But by going through that and facing that part of yourself and loving that part of yourself, it then breaks everything apart and breaks it free, breaks you free, basically. So that was the message that's coming up for you, Gemini. So remember your water, clean water, your rest, your joy, your nature, as you know. And coming full, like I said, there's a new beginning here. So don't block yourself from that fresh start by holding on to something because of ego, right? There is a completion here for sure. I mean, that's the main energy for your read. That also can represent the divine feminine. It can represent Pisces energy, which represents one foot in this world, one in the next. And there you go with Hades. Coming back from homelessness to become empowered again. But you're still seeing your drama. You're still seeing yourself as the drama that you were in the past, not how others see you now. Okay? So take that in and breathe. Don't forget to breathe, as it just turned 106, which is Gemini of the Magician and the 6 of the Lovers. How perfect. Rise and be love. I'll see you soon. Have a great month, Gemini.